to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it. They're on the run.
And man, you know this guy dreamed of starting this game off right and running the football and positive and being the guy throughout the day, not coughing it up on the first carry. Going to have some resilience because he's going to get more totes, and he's got to make sure he's ready for it.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. The short hands, it's Townsend. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. The short hands, it's Wingo.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On first down, it's Brown again.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here's Arch to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And they can't make the connection on third down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And this place was going crazy before the game, and the offense on the first drive kind of quieted them down a little bit, but the defense, great job. They get a goal-to-go situation. They get the stop, force the field goal, force the miss. The crowd's back in it, baby.
Running inside, it's Marshall. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28th.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Ready? Blue 30. Blue 30.
Motion from the back. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's got some space. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Manning on play action. Throws to the tight end. Caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the run, it's Marshall. Fights off a defender. Across the 25, he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the grab in their space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Underwood to throw. Got his man on the right. But what a move to get room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run, it's Marshall. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback making checks.
674, take off.
Handoff from the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Underwood. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing, Underwood. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route.
quick.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Hand off for Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The corners are walked up tight. Arch is going to throw for it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Now here's Manning. Got his man. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And that is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Underwood. Looking for a deep man. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to open this drive with a pass. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Fresno State taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Bulldogs looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Tight game as we start in the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Making side adjustments here. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Here's a heat. And they got it.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
They punt it away on fourth down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A give to Brown. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Manning to throw. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They go play action with Manning. Here comes the heat. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him, else.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Hart's going to spin it again. Immediately fires to the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Marshall. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. It's complete to the left.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Underwood. He's got it down the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rushes on him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. 4th down, Underwood. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough, and they roll. Nice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
Kill. 949 rock star. 949 rock star.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all 0.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Finding some room. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Texas. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Zings it complete to the right. And midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Complete. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Going to look downfield again. He's going to run it. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It's 1st down from the 11. Underwood. Under fire. Buying some time. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Going for 6. Into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Big Blue with the response.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Arch Madness. Got his man. Knocked off his feet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Run inside. It's Brown. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. And the Longhorns hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. 1st down, right back to Brown. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Brown. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.